Manchester United qualified for the FA Cup final, where they'll face Manchester City. They have beaten Brighton on penalties in the semi-finals. It was that decisive penalty miss from Solly March that caught my eye, especially all the things before the shot. It's difficult to completely blame Brighton's goalkeeper Robert Sanchez for that, although he shares the blame. Yes, you have read it right. When penalty shooters are preparing to take a shoot, a lot of things happen to them. They get abused by the opposition players and goalkeepers. Penalty spots and standing leg surfaces get deliberately destroyed by the opposition and so on. Therefore, a team that has been awarded a penalty invented some ways of protecting their main man. The most used one is the one where a random player takes up a ball and pretends that he is the one that will shoot. He is targeted with all the above-mentioned dirty stuff, but after everybody moves away from the penalty area, he tosses the ball to the one that will actually take the shot. Latter is spared with all the drama before it. But what about when we have a penalty shootout after the end of extra time, like in the World Cup final for example? In that case, Brighton invented a very clever maneuver. A simple, but interesting one. I really wonder if Brighton's manager Roberto De Zerbi got inspired by the Argentinian goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, that completely put off the French shooters with his mind games. Namely, when things got intense. That's in the fourth round of shooting, Brighton's goalkeeper Robert Sanchez got to the ball first. He then held it in his arms, and awaited around the penalty spot for his teammate to arrive. He then tossed him the ball to take the shot and moved away. In addition, he encouraged his players as well. Although goalkeepers are now supposed to be limited in ways of approaching and negatively influencing opposing shooters, that can still happen. So, Sanchez ensured that Manchester United's goalkeeper David De Gea wouldn't come close and mess with his teammates' heads. A very clever maneuver. Brighton's number one didn't put his guard down, despite David De Gea being too busy reading the cheat sheet on his drinking bottle, covered in the towel anyway. Did you notice that, by the way? Now, here comes the crucial part. Manchester United striker Wout Weghorst cleverly saw what the Spaniard was doing. Therefore, when he scored his penalty, he made sure he got to the ball first. Robert Sanchez, still annoyed from almost saving the decisive fifth-round penalty from Marcel Sabitzer, let his guard down. He completely forgot his second role. And the game began. Weghorst cleverly waited for the Solly March to approach him. Then he kissed the ball emphatically and said some unpleasant things to Brighton's midfielder. The first disturbance in the whole shootout. Solly March, evidently disrupted in his preparation, confronted another obstacle. Manchester United's number one saw the opportunity and appeared on the penalty spot, adding an additional pressure. Not surprisingly, March blasted the ball well over the bar. All in all, we can see that Brighton cleverly invented a new additional way of protecting their penalty shooters when it comes to penalties. However, if they wish to perfect it in the future, their goalkeeper must stick to the plan all the way, no matter what annoyed him.